As someone that's grown up being absolutely obsessed with Batman and the process of movie making, I am very proud and very, very happy to say that the filming that took place last night at the Liver Building for the Batman is without a doubt the most coolest and most awesome set pictures I have ever seen for a comic book movie, and even a movie, come to mention it. Oh my god. So let's just jump straight into it because there's a lot to talk about. Those pictures last night were incredible. All week us Batman fans have just been treated so well. We've got some incredible pictures at St. George's Hall. We've got some incredible pictures at Anfield Cemetery. And of course, last night, we got the cherry on the cake. We got Batman. Yeah, that's right. Batman on top of the Liver Building, on top of a gargoyle, 167 feet in the air, preparing to glide off. Oh my god. Oh man, I just can't. I can't even with this film because it's just, God, man, it's going to be something incredible. Comic book movies have been kind of dominating over the last sort of decade or so. They've kind of been dominating the kind of movie making world, and the Batman is just going to be something special, just something different. And as someone that, I've said before, Batman is my favorite comic book character. Like, that makes me so happy that Batman is going to be the thing to kind of change everything. And of course, I guess we kind of, we had it last year with Joker. That film was a masterpiece, and it did kind of turn the comic book movie genre on its head. And I believe the Batman is just going to do exactly the same thing, but just in a completely new and very, very exciting way. And man, okay, you know what? We are just going to have to jump straight into this. I mean, this video is basically just going to be me gushing over Batman because I fucking love Batman. I don't know if I've mentioned that enough times already, but I absolutely fucking adore Batman. I think he's the greatest comic book character ever created. And I mean, already this film is just a year and a half away, and already I can tell you that it will be the greatest Batman film we've ever had. I easily can say that. So yeah, okay, that's just, I'm very excited. So let's just jump straight into this. Last night's filming was exceptional. Really, really was exceptional. The filming began at 7 p.m. and we got some incredible shots. The kind of pictures we got were Batman. I mean, you are looking at them on screen now. The pictures were Batman, of course, sort of glaring down over Gotham on top of a gargoyle. The fact that we're getting that in a film is insane. And the fact, again, I completely tip my hat to Matt Reeves because quite easily he could have said, you know what, that is quite dangerous. We're not going to be filming that practically. We're just going to do it in a studio. It'll probably be cheaper as well, so let's just do it that way. But you know what? No, he cares that much about Batman. He said, we're not going to do that. We are actually going to film this practically. And the fact that he actually cares enough about Batman means a hell of a lot to me. And that easily, I mean, the second he was announced to direct the Batman, I was like, yeah, okay, he's the man for the job. And I mean, this just proves it, doesn't it? This just proves that he clearly cares about Batman and is willing to go just that extra mile for the character and give us truly the most definitive comic book movie ever made. And we will absolutely get that in 2022. And man, those pictures, just, man. Because we also, of course, got the pictures of him in the wingsuit, which was like unbelievable and so exciting. The fact that he's going to glide off that is just unbelievable. Absolutely, oh man, I can't even get my head around that. Fucking hell, that's going to be such an epic shot. And the kind of speculation that we've had for that scene, because they were all on Wednesday night, they were testing the building with lots of red lighting, which of course is the aesthetic for the movie. But last night they were using an orange light on top of the building. So maybe there's some kind of, maybe that might just be like a visual look for the film. Or maybe they're going to be going for, maybe that might be like a part of like an explosion or like a fire effect that they're going for, where Batman will just have to glide off the building. Because something I truly believe is in the teaser trailer, there's the shot of Batman going up the GCPD, grappling up. And I believe that basically the Liver Building in the movie will double up for the GCPD. And I wonder if that's him. He'll glide all the way he'll grapple all the way up to the top, maybe have like a little interaction with somebody at the top, maybe Gordon or just some GCPD officers, and then maybe a fire will start, or maybe he'll just, for some reason, have to make a quick escape, so he'll basically then just glide off. I think is a very likely possibility. And man, Personally, my favorite iteration of Batman, of course, is Kevin Conroy's Batman. That is the definitive Batman. But in kind of recent years, the Batman that I really specifically have a huge keen and love for is the Roger Craig Smith version from Batman Arkham Origins. I love that younger version of Batman where he basically is just like he just has so much anger and so much frustration, and he won't kill you because that isn't what Batman does. However, he will beat the shit out of you and leave you miles away from the nearest hospital. And of course, I am really getting those vibes from Robert Pattinson's Batman, that kind of darker, kind of scarier Batman, which is absolutely perfect. And that is kind of what I truly believe we are going to be getting with this film. Even the suit is kind of similar to the Arkham Origins suit. And man, those shots were just so cool. And again, like that is a scene from Arkham Origins where Batman and Commissioner Gordon do have a bit of a kind of discussion, because those two, I believe Commissioner Gordon does kind of support Batman. Obviously, initially he's quite concerned that someone dressing up as a bat is basically, the police force kind of feel that he's doing the wrong thing, but actually he is only just trying to do the right thing. And although of course in Batman's career, later in the career, but also mainly in the early years, the GCPD just don't support Batman. They hate him and they want to bring him down because they see him as a criminal. But what I love about Commissioner Gordon is that he realizes that no, actually Batman isn't like that, and we can trust this man. And I think that's such an exciting prospect, and I feel like we are just going to get that in this film. That kind of Commissioner Gordon. That's because again, this is the second year of Batman, which is literally the best time to do it. Like it's not his origin, but he's also not the seasoned kind of Batman that we're used to. He is an earlier version that does have experience, so he won't just be starting out, but he will be, kind of quite new to a lot of this, and a lot of this will be very kind of in a way, because again, this film is, I imagine, going to kind of deal with the kind of psychological kind of effect that being Batman has on Bruce Wayne. Like, the pictures of him with like baggy eyes and like sort of blood all over his knuckles that were taken earlier in the week. This is a Batman that's a Bruce Wayne that is tortured, and I think that is incredible, and I think that is that is the definitive, I believe, the definitive take on Batman, is that being Batman does have an effect, and I think it would have an effect on a person, just going out every single night and dealing with these criminals, and we are going to get that with Robert Pattinson, I believe. And as I said, Batman is the best. It means the absolute world to me. I adore Batman so much. And as a Batman fan, I can't explain how exciting this film will be and how exciting everything about this film is. And it's just, to know we're going to get a definitive version of Batman is just incredible. It's such an exciting thought. Oh, man. And these pictures, I got a kind of Batman the Animated Series vibe from a lot of this, which is, of course, is the, in what we have had before, is the definitive Batman, the Kevin Conroy Batman. That is it. That is the definitive version so far. And, Matt Reeves has clearly done his homework. He's clearly a man that actually cares enough about Batman to say we are really going to do justice to this character. And we are going to get that in 2022. And these set pictures we've had all week have just been like the cherry on the cake. They've just confirmed everything that we already knew anyway, that this film was going to be incredible. And I believe tonight, of course, the filming does still continue tonight. They're going to be shooting, I believe, a scene with the Batmobile, which, if that happens, oh my God, I can't even go there. I think I'll just combust if that happens. Yeah, man, that'd be incredible. But yeah, this is such an incredible, exciting time at the minute. All of these filming pictures we're getting, and we are very lucky. A lot of comic book films these days, we're lucky if we get like a picture of the director's chair during filming. But this film, because a lot of it is done in a studio, but this film, we're actually getting a lot of it outside. And again, filming in Liverpool and London and Glasgow, naturally they look like Gotham anyway, the kind of architecture. So Matt Reeves he's just going to deliver something extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. And I can guarantee that on March 4th, 2022, we will without a doubt get the greatest and most definitive comic book movie ever made.